I'm Jane and this is Scaredy-Cat, and he was a last minute brainchild thanks to Colleen, who brought down a blue barrel that had washed up from the Hopkins flooding, and I thought that'd be a great shape for a cat's body. And Julie Poi Kelly was really the one that helped me, because I was sort of stuck for how do I even start. So she showed me how to cut triangles, and Julie made sure that she used a part of the rim of the craypot neck, not just the tall bit, because then that rim sits flat, and then you can screw 2 screws onto that flat bit and then they'll stand up straight. So, I mean, things like that, I'd have no idea. I wouldn't even think of that. It's awesome, just getting these tips, these practical tips. And this is really shredded, but I figure, well, my cat's a tough old boy and he's probably got the odd shred in the top of his ear. Scaredy-Cat's whiskers are made out of the craypot necks. They look like top hats. Yeah, I even thought about using a whole top hat, like Top Cat, but I thought no. It's tactile too, you know, doing something like this, which I love. Yeah, and you get to play with the whiskers afterwards too. My favourite colour is the red and the orange stuff that washes up, which I think is from a craypot as well, because it's so bright. And this can be actually really brittle, this plastic, so I had to be really careful cutting that it didn't snap. It can be like toffee. And then the 2 screws there happen to sort of look like nostrils by chance. I think Julie might have planned that. She did well. Actually, my partner did the eyes. They're pretty cool. And then the legs, they're this spongy black stuff. And so we wrapped them in string, did some feet, and we screwed on some, old plastic for the spots. I love rope because it comes in so many different colours and so many different stages of degradation, I suppose. So it was perfect to make some hair, you know, inspired by my own cat, who's ginger. Had to be orange, it has to be an orange cat, even though he's blue. It gives him character, I think. Oh, the tail! The tail is his crowning glory. We used a piece of this weird, really stiff, long plastic tube to support it so it stands up, and then we wrapped it in rope and teased the tail, and that was my partner that did the tail. So yeah, it was a team effort between me and Roland. I am just so excited about what I've learnt doing the Totally Wild project, because I had a purpose to start collecting marine debris, and so I started collecting it, and then of course I joined Beach Patrol, and then I was going onto the Beach Patrol Facebook page, and just people were identifying stuff for me, and I just started thinking this is really rewarding, and yeah, it's pretty amazing all the different types of debris that washes up, you know, a lot of plastic in all shapes, forms and sizes. So I've learned that it's a problem and it can really harm marine life, and that concerns me. I think every little bit of plastic that I pick up, even if it's tiny, that is gonna now not go into a seahorse's mouth or the mouth of another sea creature. Being involved in Totally Wild has been probably the best community project, or maybe the first community project I've ever been involved in, because I'm not a naturally sort of social person. I keep to myself a fair bit, but having a project like this in the community where you've got a purpose, you're coming together with a purpose, you know, you're not sort of sitting there talking about the weather or whatever, you're actually doing something. And I'm a really, really active person. So I really loved connecting with people who are like-minded, artists, environmentalists. And now, after this, I feel like I want to stay involved, and I'd even like to keep doing art with the debris or something for the community. I'd love to see a installation somewhere, or a few of them around Merrivale. permanent. Yeah, so it's all good.